it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rulers that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood ones, a holly suggestions that obliterate to camouflage the folly. Attempted mental robbery, executed sloppily. The poppers see this mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet.
Sweet, eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. Welcome to Middle Path this Thursday night. I'm so pleased to be here with you. Not least of all because clearly the NSA, demon bots, FBI, whatever bullshit, CIA, whatever algorithms or whatever things are trying to stop this stream yet again. It happens more so on Middle Path than even the other shows. So maybe tells you something about what they really would like to keep from you. And it isn't conspiracies, although that's a good game they play. So I'm glad to be here. I really, truly believe it is all of you that make it possible when you understand that the only reason I'm ever late is because of things getting in the way electronically that should work so simply and then suddenly don't. And you send your love and your intention that it's going to work anyway. That is what does the trick. So thank you so much for those of you who understand and are sending that. Even if you're listening to this on audio and it's days later, you could retroactively send that intention back. You can send it to the next show we have, just in case they try to do that again. And it's the eternal they, right? Like, who is it? Well, I mean, it really could be any of those things I listed at the beginning. I mashed them all together because the NSA, CIA, FBI, demon bots, and algorithms are all the same thing. It's all the same energy, and it's an energy that would love to control, constrict, restrict, shut down, disconnect. And as Dakota so aptly said in the Rockfin chat, they don't stand a chance. We are all here and we are connected. Love is the new Wi-Fi. So well said, Dakota. I appreciate you and I appreciate that sentiment. And I appreciate all of you out there. Today we're going to have a fun show. We're going to talk about duality, unity, trinity, eternity, quaternity, and all these things. We talk about these things many times, but not like we're going to talk about them today. So it's always a new show and a new look. And you know, some of these messages were coming to me from the sun and other things I was having some conversation with. And so I just was inspired then to share this show tonight with you all. Of course, Middle Path is always for subscribers, supporters on whatever platform you like to support or subscribe. Got a few down here always below me. There's rogue.locals.com. Of course, there's t.me/rogueways chat is the Telegram chat. It's not for supporters. There's no paid option there, but it is just a fun place to hang out, get updates about anything I'm doing or the show is doing. And also rogueways.org, of course, is my site at the bottom here. So those are just 3 really good ways to connect. Rogue.locals.com is where you can support. If you become a paid supporter, you get extra content like this show in audio form. You can go to rockfin.com/rogueways if you're not already there, and you can watch it live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain. That is what is really fun because you also get so many other creators' content every single time they produce something that is exclusive. You now have access to it because you only pay once on Rockfin and you get everybody's exclusive stuff. So all the creators there. I got the sweetest message today from someone who joined Rockfin just to see Rogueways, and I appreciate that so much. It's true, if you're watching this on Facebook, I delete some episodes as soon as they're done there, just so they don't have a chance to come censor me. I did that to the last episode we did this Tuesday. I do a show 3 times a week. So if you ever don't see a show, something else is going on. So you can always come to Rockfin and see, even if you don't want to become a member and sign up and support, you can still join for free and see the free content that won't be on YouTube a lot of the time because of YouTube's censorship agenda. So I delete day 0 as soon as it's done every Sunday. Corey Hughes, XCube420, Charlie Robinson, myself, sometimes Chris Matthew, and sometimes a guest host. Every Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain, we do that show, and I delete it as soon as it's done off YouTube. Like I said, I deleted Tuesday's episode this week as well. So lots of times I do that. Usually if I have a guest, it's not often censored because a lot of my guests are not necessarily talking about that kind of stuff. Or at least that's not what the show is about. So we can leave those on YouTube. So there's stuff there. You're just not seeing a lot of it. So be sure you're on Rockfin for that reason, at least, even if you don't want to support. And if you do, you get all kind of stuff like this show, like the hangout after this show. Every Thursday we do hangouts. They're unscripted, unrecorded. I just plop the Zoom link out there for anybody who wants to jump in. We hang out. We have a good time. It's nice to connect with like-minded people who are interested in similar things and have similar attitudes about the world. That's a relief for many of us. So I really look forward to it. I enjoy it. And that is a perk of being a supporter anywhere as well. You can also support on subscribestar.com/rogue-ways. There's ways to get tarot readings every month for certain subscription tiers, or every few months for certain subscription tiers. Or you can just support because you like this content and you are grateful for it and you want to give back what has been given to you so freely. And I appreciate those of you who do that as well. It's very nice. I am going to just share with you all the things that I do as well before we jump into the show. It's funny. No one's chatting on YouTube yet. I don't know if that's a bug. I mean, that happens for a long time. I both wasn't told how many people were viewing the show, and I could not see chats, even though I'm supposed to. And it's very simple software, and I know how to use it. But we'll see what kind of fuckery is going on tonight. The Hangouts are the best. I do always want to share with you guys the site, rogueways.org. There's just so much here. Of course, the Shamanic Soul Services and my writing are the featured buttons on the main page here as soon as you pop in. But all of the tabs have something for you. More about the books. You can get all the different links to Rogue Ways. All the latest episodes are here in audio format. You can read the testimonials of all the people whose lives were transformed by working together with me via the spiritual support that I offer, which is on its own tab here. I do have orgone medicine bags, books that I sell directly from myself to you with a little inscription, events that I lead like One Day of Brightness, which is every equinox and solstice, as well as weekly meditations. That's all here under Shop Orgone and More. You can also go to Rogue Gear and it takes you over here to TeePublic, where there's tons of fresh gear, fresh designs, no matter what aspects of Rogue Ways and Middle Path you like. It is all here for you to put on a bag, a shirt, a sticker, or anything you like. And I love that about TeePublic. I only get a couple bucks per anything on this site. I just like it. It's fun. Every once in a while I like to throw new designs up here. So keep checking and seeing what is speaking to you. Sometimes I say we need to make a shirt of that, and then I even jot it down, and then I forget. So if you ever want something on the shirt that we said we were going to make into a shirt and we haven't yet, just please tell me. I am forgetful sometimes. So that's the site. The site also now links to the courses on Thinkific as well. Oh, they keep doing this. It's only from my site. I wonder if that's happening to you guys, because that is not helpful. Wow. What a bunch of bullshit. You see how many ways I get fucked with. So if you link to my courses from my site, you can't get there. But watch this. Just watch. If you go to rogueways. Oh, look, it's already there. Thinkific.com and just enter it in there. Pops right up. Like, what? Why couldn't it just link there? That's so frustrating. I deal with this shit nonstop. People do not necessarily understand. I know a lot of you really do understand. You've been here long enough that you get it, but Jesus Christ, it's frustrating. So anyways, if you go to rogueways.thinkific.com, not from the site, because linking from there is apparently a big sin, then you can see all the courses that I have to offer. And I've put a lot up here. So the newest ones, if you've been paying attention, is Deeper into Tarot. This is a follow-up for Tarot for Beginners. So once you go deeper into Tarot, then that's cool. I also have opened the door to Tarot as a bundle. It's 3 courses. That's the Tarot for Beginners, Deeper into Tarot, and the Psycho Spiritual Protection course. I've got Mantras and Manifestation for free. Anybody can go take that right now at rogueways.thinkific.com. Open the Door to Your Depth is another bundle of 3 courses. It's Intro to Meditation, Intro to Chakras, and Psycho-Spiritual Protection. And Intro to Meditation and Intro to Chakra and Empowerment are also here. So lots of bundles, lots of courses, all of them here at rogueways.thinkific.com. And that is an awesome way to just get deeper with yourself, especially if you're interested in a lot of what we talk about on Middle Path and you want to do some of this yourself. It's not Brighter You, but it's as close as you can get without doing Brighter You. So that is fun as well. Yeah, and that's all I wanted to think about there. I also wanted to just share with people. I'm just trying to do better at really telling people all the things I do because there's so much. But the thing I'm most excited about, and I'm going to go here from my link tree because I don't know how many people know I also have a link tree, and you can see by how many links just how much stuff I do. There's a lot of it, a lot of it all over the place. And you can link to any of the things I just talked about here from Linktree. So Linktree is really handy. It's always the first link under every show I do, whether you're watching it or listening to it on any podcast app or any platform. But if you see here, you see the new audiobook is out now. I am so excited. It has finally been approved just yesterday. You can go to Audible. You can find Vitalis Sine Curve of Aeons Book 1 by Lindsay Sharman. I am sure if you search for Lindsay Sharman, it would also come up. If you search for Sine Curve of Aeons, it will also come up. You can, if you've never done Audible before, you can even get this for free by signing up to Audible. It's always true for them that anybody can start their free 30-day trial and get this. It doesn't matter if you finish listening before the 30-day trial is up. You always have it in your Audible library, whether you're currently paying for a subscription or not. So you can get that free month, get this book, and just have it sitting there and ready for you. I also have free codes for anybody who's a supporter who wants one and doesn't have their free trial for Audible still available because they already used it some other time. I have a code for you to get this for free if you want it. And so all you have to do is let me know. But again, it's for supporters only that get the free audiobook. And I made that promise years ago. That's how long we've been trying to get this audiobook together and out, is that years ago I told every supporter, if you're a supporter at any level, you can have the audiobook for free when it comes out. So I'm excited to share that with you. I actually have a limited amount of coupons that it's not under my control, but I'm happy to share them until they're gone. So you just let me know if you need one and you're a supporter. And if you're not a supporter, you want this, or if you just want to support me, then you can go into Audible and buy this right now, use your credits, and get Sine Curve of Aeons on Audible. I'm so excited about it, and it's really beautiful. If you caught me on Interverse last week with Chance is the narrator. So Chance Garden did it. It's almost 20 hours. It's a pretty thick book. It's super good story, though. You'll love it. I'm going to read you the description really quick in case you're interested. Book 1 in the Sine Curve of Aeons trilogy ravages humanity in evil clutches that grasp even the highest minds of the Golden Age, leaving those of us here in the Dark Age without a chance. Whether the darkness seeps through the micro failures of our highest selves or the electronic onslaught of a polluted and modern disconnection from nature, something of our connection to soul lives on. Will it be enough? Jesu follows her heart, even when it rips her life apart and asks her to sacrifice everything in order to save all of herself and all of the world. But darkness comes calling far before she could ever hope to muster enough power to save anything at all. What will the world, blind to its own failures, do to stop the inevitable? Interplanetary destruction hurtles from the shadowy reaches of inner and outer space, ready to decimate any who refuse to see. It's a pretty epic story. That's why it spans ages, and that's why it's called the Sine Curve of Aeons. And the newest Earth, A Trough in Time, will also be an audiobook eventually, but both of those are available in paperback right now and hardcover in a few places, I think. So if you like to just hold the book and read it, that's also really fun, and you can get those, like I said, on my site, rogueways.org. So we're going to get into the show now, which means we're going to say goodbye to people. What's up, Mojo Shop and Tina Bina, the only people who said hello in YouTube, so I can see comments. Much love to you guys. And wherever else you may be watching and commenting that I don't see no matter what happens, even if everything's working perfectly, much love to you guys. And I will see you another time. So if you want to get the rest of this show and you're sad that you're getting cut off right now, go to Rockfin and become a supporter and you will have it. All right. Bye-bye. Otherwise, wait. Now they changed everything and they made it so hard for me to know what's even happening. So making sure I'm turning off the right streams.